Therapy, 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 army, 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 therapy, 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 army, army, army. Hey, what have it? We're doing just a quick stream. So if you're watching this late, people, make sure you smash that like. Just a quick video. What did you think about that game? Our first preseason game against Leeds, eh? We're having it. We're having it. Smash a like. Smash a like if you're in here. Smash a like, people. Come on, let's be having your therapy army. Just to say, you know what? We're going to talk about that first half. Did you think any players look decent, look sharpish? We're going to talk about Jassim, apparently, in Qatar. Well, Sheikh Jassim's looking for other clubs, apparently, because the Glazers have peed him off. Not going to be the first people the Glazers pee off, and he won't be the last. I'm telling you now, that's just the Glazers. That's what the Glazers do. Can Ahmad take his chance at the preseason? And always, people, we always say Glazers full sale only. But big up to you. Love and light, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Those of you who watch that game, big up to you. Big up, I know, love and light, man. Big up Tom as well. Yeah. What did I think about that first? I only saw glimpses of it. I caught bits of it. But yeah, we looked sharp. We played a very high press, which is good to see. And yeah, we created a couple of chances. I thought Ahmad looked sharp. I thought he looked assured. I thought he was strutting around that football pitch like a man that looked assured. He didn't even score. He didn't set up anybody. I mean, if McGarry scores, then it's, you know what I mean. But the keeper made a good save. Obviously, it was a brilliant tribute to Gordon McQueen, if I'm not mistaken, one of the legends of Manchester United who recently passed away, and yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Like, obviously pre-season, so we can't get too giddy. Let's not get too much giddy, FC giddy people. Can you still hear me? Hello, 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 people. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me, people? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Please, can somebody let me know? Tom, can you hear me? The microphone seems to have cut. That's crazy. Let me just go to audio. Big up to everybody. Can people hear me? Yeah, can you hear me all right, yeah? You can hear me fine? Ah, there we go. There we go. This thing always slips in it. Now I can hear myself. Forgive me for that I do not know, people. Forgive thee. This wire's always coming loose. But big up Therapy Army. Big up Tom. Big up everybody else, man. Tom, jump on if you want to jump on quickly. It's not a long stream because I've got to go. So yeah, I'll send you the link if you're about. Better watch out. But yeah, we've got a lot of things to go over, people. Just a couple of bits of Manchester United news, obviously. Inzaghi saying that Onana is gonna be returning for training tomorrow, for Inter Milan. So that's the plan. That's the plan for Inter Milan. Onana is, coming back for training tomorrow. So big up. Nuruddin Jassim looks for another club. We United fans are going to suffer. Just get the feeling Glazers don't want to sell. If they wanted to leave, it would have sold by now. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Big up, people. Yeah, big up Woodsy. Big up everybody. Big up to all of you lots. Big up Rashid. Man like Rashid. Big up, bro. Hope all is well. Love and light to you as well. Yeah, I'm hearing you for years. Like the jokes, like the jokes. He's getting them early, man. Rahman is killing me. Big up, Rahman. Ibrahim said, can you tell the second team have experience together for the youth setup? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can tell. What I loved about the second half is the way they were interchanging. The way they interchanged, it was really, really good. Big up Stephanie Griffin. Big up Rudy and Therapy. But listen, big up Massive. Let's be having you. But yeah, so we get into it. We'll get into the first one. Obviously, the bit of breaking news that I didn't see earlier. I was busy with, work, people. Work. Yeah, it was one of those people. It was one of those today. So big up everybody. And big up to my brother as well, Nura Beats football analysis. Nura Beats football analysis. Go and check him out. Even though he's a Liverpool fan, he's a lovely, lovely human being. He's the man that's responsible for the thumbnails. So make sure you go and check out his channel as well, people. Go and check out his channel and make sure you follow him on Twitter. And especially any YouTube massive. Yeah, I watched a bit of it. I watched bits of it here and there. I was watching here bits of them, man. Big up Nura Beats, man. Man for the responsible for the thumbnail. Brilliant football analysis. A talented football coach. Go and check my brother's work out, people. Go and check him out. You got to check him out. Now, 100%, you can tell the second half. They play together. You know, the second team, obviously the youth team, they play together. But let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? I want to know more about the first half. Who do you think stuck out in the first half? Who do you think stood out in the first half, people? Let me know. Manu looked really good for me. Manu looked calm, composed. Yeah, big up Mike, his dad. Big up Kobe Manu. Stockport Ince, mate. That's what I nicknamed him. The Stockport Paul Ince, mate. Stockport Ince. That's what I call him. So big up to him. Composure. He's only 18 and he's only going to get better and better and better. And the only thing that I wish for him is that good health. Because if he stays fit and he improves, he's only going to get in there. Trust me, people. He's going to be one of those players that makes it to Manchester United at level. That's if the Glazers go. Because if the Glazers don't go, I can see Eric Ten Hag saying Tara, season, this next season or the season after. Tara, whatever will be. Ten Hag is saying Tara. There we go. Yeah, Hannibal looked sharp as well. Hannibal, Manu, Ahmed. You know what, to be fair to Mason Mount with a high press, looked good. He was unlucky with that chip shot as well. But yeah, everybody looked good. Everybody looked good. Kobe will be the new main Manu. Yeah, definitely. Big up everybody. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But let's get into it, people. Let's get into it as you tell me who was looking good. I mean, it's early days. We're not going to be a month out of the season still. This is the first game of the preseason. I do not like the fact that they're flying everywhere. I do not like that at all because lots more jet lag and stuff like that. It's not good. Not good for me. So, yeah, I'm not having them fly to Scandinavia and then I'll fly to the US. It's going to be interesting. But, yeah, big up. Tom, did you see a bit of that game?
Oh, yeah, we saw a bit of the game.
You were at the game?
No, I said I saw a bit of the game.
Oh,
I catched after like the first 20 minutes of the game.
All right, big up to you. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Got bits of it here and there, bro. I thought it was decent.
Yeah, it was decent, yeah.
Yeah. Like
especially for the young kids. Yeah.
Yeah, the people that stood out, other than obviously, good to see Leacher back, my captain, my warrior, my play. You know what I mean? He's one of my favorite players. So big up to him. I'm so happy that he's back. And who else? Did I? Yeah, I said Ahmad, Manu, and Hannibal looked good. Sancho looked decent as well, to be fair. But obviously Mount with that chip. What an entrance that would have been, eh? That chip, if that chip was on it.
You know almost I mean? Cavani sort of esque, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cavani from the halfway line.
That pre-season against Brentford. Was it against Brentford or was it one of the first games of the season? I think it might be one of the games of the season.
I think the Cavani one were at the end of the season, wasn't it? It was against Fulham.
Season, yeah. Fulham, that's it. Yeah. I was there actually. I was at the East Stand. I think I was sitting next to Saeed, I think, in that game.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought Sancho looked decent. I thought Sancho looked decent, bro.
Yeah.
It's the first game of pre-season. It's only a half. So Yeah, we're not going to get giddy about that. We're not going to get too excited, not too giddy. Listen, we're going to have to come to this. So Simon Stone let it be known, but people, to be fair, have been mute. People have been sounding this out for a long time, Tom, that if Sheikh Jassim and the Qatari Consortium, 92 Foundation, do not get Manchester United, they will move on to another club. And of course, why wouldn't they? Do you think they're going to go back and go, oh, we've had one of the best World Cups, a lot of people have, the best World Cup ever, and then we're going to go back and just go, oh, let's relive the highlights of that World Cup. They're going to go back and go, right. And then we couldn't get Manchester United. Glazer took the mick out of us. Rain Groom did what they did to us. Jim Radcliffe and the Glazers did one on us. We're going to buy Spurs, and we're going to make Spurs to be one of the biggest football clubs in the world. Just to shove it down Manchester United fans and the owners' throats. I mean, we're the fans. We're not guilty, are we? We're like, whoa, stop the drive-by. Do not shoot us. You know what I mean? We're not involved in this. We're not involved in this. So, what did you think of that hypothesis from Simon Stone yesterday, Tom?
Well, the one thing that I've always knew, anyway, especially with Qatar, was that they want a Premier League football club. When they first was interested in investing in sports, even before they bought PSG via QSI, Qatar Sports Investments, they looked at the Premier League, and specifically, they've always valued Manchester United as, if they wanted any club from the Premier League, that's the one that they want. Whether it be a state or a private individual bid, Manchester United's always been a club that Qatar as a nation, if they could ever get hold of, they've wanted to get hold of. And just before, it would have been around 2010, I think in 2011, QSI took over PSG. You had the sort of circling around the Red Knights and stuff, and there was individuals, one of whom, Sheikh Jassim, was, if you like, in the conversation at the time, if you wanted to have a Qatar sort of financing into Manchester United. But obviously at the time, you know, the Glazer family weren't exactly looking at selling the football club, and you know, there was different factors in at the time. They didn't need financing or anything like that. But no, what Simon Stone said, it is true in terms of that Qatar wants a Premier League club. The value of having a Premier League club right now, when you can compete with Saudi Arabia at Newcastle, when you can compete with the UAE at Manchester City, like, they want in on this, if you like, Gulf warfare, and they want to outdo the others. And as you say, to follow up from the World Cup, what do you go and do? Go and buy the biggest football club that's available at the time, and that was Manchester United. And it just so happened it fell into principle with, they want a Premier League football club. So, in terms of what Simon Stone said, it's true. And look, if they go through the process, really, and they don't end up getting Manchester United, I don't necessarily think it would be Sheikh Jassim that would go and buy another football club, because I think the understanding is he is a Manchester United fan. But it could easily be they stooge up somebody else. Who's to say that you don't have a Qatari royal who's a Liverpool fan, who's, as you say, Spurs fan or whatever? You never know. But the one thing that I know with United is they've always valued Manchester United as the highest Premier League club if they could ever get it. And whether it's an individual bid or private bid, as it's being quoted in, my understanding is it's high net worth individuals who, some of whom have had links to the government and some of whom might still, but they're not named at this time because they don't need to be. Why name yourself to something that you might not win? There's no reason to do it. Whereas if they don't win, it's only going to be Sheikh Jassim that doesn't get the net, that just gets the flack from it. But ultimately and overall, I think if they did turn their attention elsewhere, I think Spurs is, it is really ready to go. The stadium's already built, so you don't have to mess about with that. Training ground's already built. They just need to improve the team. That's it. So, and if I'm being honest, if you paid $5 billion for Spurs right now, that's really fair, if we're being honest. With the commercial revenue that they bring in, a brand new stadium and the rest of it, I think it's fair. We need you. Oh god. Oh my god.
Big up to everybody. I'm on mute and I'm laughing my head off. for this one. I think the comment of the stream is there. Listen, we can't go too much longer, but yeah, of course they're gonna go somewhere else. If the Glazers mess them about and they don't buy if they don't buy manage to buy the football club.
I don't blame them though if they do. To be honest,
Yeah.
I really don't blame them. Like we said, the Glazers tried to do a deal with Saudi Arabia, didn't they? For the it 700 million for like 20%, 30%. Sorry, like they tried to do that sort of deal, and Saudi Arabia now we want to buy a whole football club. But the one thing that I've always knew anyway, especially with Qatar and Saudi Arabia, was they always valued Manchester United as the highest club if they could ever get it. But at the time when Saudi Arabia wanted to buy a club, United obviously wasn't for sale. Whereas now, Qatar know that United is for sale. And if they want to buy it, they probably can. And let's be honest, Nuruddin, if they didn't own PSG, do we really honestly think that we'd be sitting here right now with the Glazer family? I don't. I think they would have bought it already by now. Even if it was £6 billion. I think they'd have bought it. But
yeah. It's what it is. Definitely, it's interesting. Big up, Windy. Windy said I said a month ago, if they don't get United, they will buy another team. Qatar in competition with Saudi Arabia in terms of sports acquisition around the world.
Acquisitions, yeah.
Big up to everybody. Love and light. Ray J says it's all crap, man. And United are the biggest club in England. Who wouldn't go all out for us?
They're not going all out yet.
Yeah. Well, we're owned by some absolute muppets. Glazers will get hurt. Better get the full sale done. Somebody will get hurt. Yeah, well.
I don't know about this, though, because you look at the pre-season tour, obviously, is in their neck of the woods, isn't it? They're going to be at a couple of games, let's be honest, aren't they, then?
Yeah.
They're going to be on the pre-season. They're going to be on the tour.
Let me just get this from Black Confetti. Black Confetti, listen, not all Barcelona fans are racist. Every football club around
has problems.
Has racist element to it. Manchester United do. Every football club does. So I don't like the fact that you're lambasting everybody as racist. I don't like that. We can't generalize on those terms. Are there racist elements? Islamophobic elements? Yeah, we're finding it out here in this country. The so-called journalists who are praising Man City. Next minute saying it's the end of the world if Manchester United get bought by Qatar. Remember what I said a month ago in Qatar incoming, trust me. Rashid's on that hill. He's going to die on that hill. You, Tom, and the boys will owe me dinner. Agreed. Yeah, we'll owe you dinner. 100%.
No, he's getting the checkbook out, lads. He's doing a shake yesterday. He's getting the checkbook out.
Yeah. Listen, I've only got another maybe 15 minutes for this stream, so let's rally through to the next things. Do you think Ahmad can take his chance in the preseason?
I think
he looked ashore today.
Yeah, he looked sharp, to be fair to him, but I don't think it was the best circumstance to show his potential, really. I want to see him play with the proper team. And I know that's a bit of a disrespect, but I want to see him play with what would be really our strengthened team. You play with the likes of Rashford and you have a bit of a partnership there, or Martial maybe even. You have a striker to lead off of, because in the first half we didn't play with a striker. So I do think if we can see that side to the game where he can try and build a partnership with a couple of players, I think it would be good for us. I think him and Mount with some of the passing that they had and the sort of link-up play, I thought was quite good in terms of the way that we were playing from midfield in terms of the possession of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like you say, on another day he might have scored that goal that could have gone into the top corner. But I thought overall, we know there's a player there. That's the thing. We do know there's a player there. We just need to see it more consistently in terms of he gets the chances and opportunities to then showcase his talent. Even like I say, with the likes of some of the other players, like the I can't remember what the kid's name. We're in the second half. Anyway, the guy who scored the second goal, not the second goal, the first goal. Sorry, was it Emeran or somebody? Amari or something like that. So I think there's a good kid there as well. Obviously, I think some of the players, listen, they can have opportunities at United, yes, but a lot of them, they need to get some experience under the belt. They need to do what Ahmad did, really. And I think what Ahmad did where he went to the Championship, in that season, I thought it was a good move. Yeah. Bulk up, get to know the physicality of the English game, and then take an opportunity maybe next season. But depending on this Hoyland deal, they want Diallo in the deal. I don't know what they want to have a player from United, and United are proposing to send Greenwood there.
Yeah.
But Atalanta want Diallo back on loan, just
Yeah.
a straight loan, no options or anything.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's difficult, but I want to see Ahmad be given the opportunity on the tour, and I think he will be in many games. If it's a half, brilliant. But if he can get a full 90 minutes maybe in one of the games, I think that would also be good as well.
Now, 100%, Tom, 100%. Big up to black competitors. Already, I've lived in Barcelona 8 years. I know what I'm talking about. As a black man who's lived there. Yeah, now listen, I bow down to your lived experience, bro. But I find it difficult to believe all of them are. You know what I mean? I can't believe all. Like, that's my problem. It's not all of them are. Maybe large sections are, just like the Real Madrid fans as well.
Yeah.
100%, I might agree with that. Because some of the Real Madrid fans hold out the fascist salute, bro. They start throwing the fascist salute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. But, yeah, I bow down to your lived experience, bro. Love. Ahmad movement is class, though.
Yeah.
Breaking news. What does it say here? Kieran Maguire, Jim Ratcliffe looking to buy Barcelona. Is that true?
No, he looked to. There was that story ages ago, wasn't there, when he looked to invest into him, but
yeah, maybe he's just doing that. Yeah, he says I used to get abused going to work just back to 80 before I moved to Canada. Yeah, big up, bro. Listen, I'm sorry that you suffered racial abuse, bro. It's horrible. I promise you, I've been there, and it's dehumanizing. So yeah, solidarity and love always. I hope Canada is a bit better, but I saw what's happening in Toronto with police and black people.
Yeah.
No good. no good. Yeah, I find it odd the Glazers don't arrange for United to play a game at Tampa Bay. Saying Qatar will have United playing games in Qatar. Yeah, because I don't think they want fans to come over to Tampa Bay and kick off. They don't want it to kick off, innit? They don't want to kick off. Can you imagine? They'll have the biggest protest on pitch invasion in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, Tampa don't actually like the Glazer family, though, do they? With what they asked them to do with the stadium. Because when they rebuilt the Tampa Bay Stadium, they asked the fans to pay for it or something, didn't they? I'm pretty sure, anyway. They made the fans pay towards it, or they said that they were going to pull the club out of Tampa Bay and move it, which is similar to what Kroenke did, didn't he? Where he moved the Rams from, can't remember where it was from, and then he moved them to LA from somewhere else because they didn't pay for the stadium. Exactly. But it's ridiculous, really, when you think about it, with how they treat supporters when it's a case of, if it's a stadium, get a loan. There's other ways around it other than just pissing people off. Yeah.
Yo, big up to our brother Jarvis Cocker, by the way. Unlike Rick Astley. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yeah, man. Big up. Therapy Army's own Rick Astley in the comments. Big up. Bully says, nah, he can't stay, bro. Greenwood can't stay. So Greenwood, I would send Greenwood alone for a couple of years to Atlanta and to get Hoyland. That's
I'd send Greenwood on loan and get his value up and flog him. Why not? Get his value up and send him somewhere.
Yeah. Nobody really knows what's happening with the owners. Let's keep it real. Well, one thing we do know, club's not sold. We know that. We know there's no preferred bidder, and we know the club's not sold. So we know that much. That's the facts on the ground right now. Mason Mount stinks. Oh, come on now. Chelsea.
I thought he had a good game, to be fair.
Cry me a river. Big up Mo Chelsea. Listen,
what did you think to Mount?
Are you that jealous, bro? Are you that?
What did you think to Mount Nuruddin? What did you think to him?
Yeah, he looked sharp. He looked sharp, man. He looked sharp. Like pressing high. The chip, like I said, it would have been what a start would have been. That would have been a start. St. Louis to LA, yeah. St. Louis to LA. Big up Ismail Ibrahim. Listen, and the other big thing for me is that the thing when it comes to the ownership, that's all we know. So nobody's getting excited. Nobody's getting giddy. We just wait and see, FC. Wait and see, FC. Here we go. Comedy FC. And Tom, I just want to discuss it with you. Did you see the, obviously, Inzaghi, not Pippo, the other one, Simeone Inzaghi. I think that's
Simeone Inzaghi,
yeah. In a press conference where he said Onana's still our player and is going to be reporting for preseason tomorrow.
Oh, they do that though, don't they?
Yeah,
a player can report for preseason, but they can still be sold.
we've seen that before where a player reported for preseason and then him leaving the first training session to get on a flight to sign.
Yeah, it happened. Listen, if we're being fair, a lot of the players that we saw today will be leaving Manchester United at some point. Some of them potentially, anyway. So what's the difference? There isn't really much of a difference there, is there? Me, I liked Hannibal today. I thought he was good. Hannibal. I think he got about the pitch, tackling as well.
Yeah.
He looked sharp. And again, another player who's been out on loan in the Championship, Birmingham City, got some experience under his belt. Good.
Yeah.
I like these players when they can get a bit of experience. We don't do it enough with our young players because we don't send them to the places where they can develop properly and learn the game. But even with what you were saying at the start about Mino, I think physically, I think he's solid now. I think if we're going to give him a chance, we're going to give him it now. Really,
this is the season. This is
the season where we need to give him the chance in certain games.
His breakout season, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't mean just playing a couple of cup games. I mean you throw him in there in a couple of Premier League games and where it actually means something necessarily if you want to compete.
100%. Yeah, to test out his physicality if you can.
That's
cope.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Mo. Mo says, "I hope you enjoy your new Beckham wannabe." It's true about that. I agree with you on that one, Mo. I do agree with you on that one. Yeah, I do agree with you on that one. The other main topic is we said that Ahmad want to take his chance. We talked about what we saw in that first half. Yeah, I think in terms of signings, it's still quite disappointing, Tom, that he still doesn't have. He's only got one player, just like last season before the first pre-season game. So Onana and Højlund, I don't know what's going on.
Really. I think Højlund's more of a worry for me than Onana because I think Onana he knows how Ten Hag's going to want to play anyway. So I don't think that's too hassling really, depending on how long we take for that one. But the longer we're chasing a number 9, it's forever going to cripple us in the start of the season when
100%.
people are going to criticise a young. If Højlund doesn't come in. Really, if I'm being honest, out of all the players, if we were going to bring him in, he should have been the first one we brought, really. Because Mount, I think, can adapt because he knows the league already. Yeah. Onana already knows the manager's way of playing. Højlund doesn't know the league. He doesn't know the manager. He doesn't know anything, really, about this team other than he's a Man United fan, really. That's the only thing that he knows at this point in time about our club. So, if we are going to go down that road for players... in terms of we're buying potential, because that's what he is, we need to get them in early and then bed them in with the squad. But we're not even doing that at this moment in time because, as you say, we're still messing with the Onana deal. And like I said right now, our number one goalkeeper is Tom Heaton going into pre-season tour. And we denied him to go to Luton. What did you think to Cover in the second half? What do you think?
Sorry?
Mateo Kova. What did you think?
Oh yeah, really good. Liked him.
I think if we don't,
all of the youngsters obviously they played together and they played quite well. I thought they played well. Big up the director. Me says Hannibal will be sold. He won't get any playing time. I agree. I think he's going to be sold. Jarvis says, are we at the stage of the club we can start implementing the academy kids into the team, or is it too soon for them? 100% too soon. And even from Erik Ten Hag's thing, there's too soon. Erik Ten Hag is already put the marker down. You have to be like the levels of Garnacho kind of impact in the team. If you're not doing that, you're not getting in the team. And it's too soon for a lot of them, definitely. They're only babies. The difference between... That's why Garnacho is so impressive. Because the jump from youth team to first team is huge. People, it's huge. I can't lie to you how big the jump is. It's a huge jump from youth team to from academy to youth team. Sorry, from youth team to first team. Big jump. Back in the day, it never used to be. Reserves used to play against other teams, strong reserves. Players coming back from injury, bedding players in. You used to be able to see who the real players are in those reserve football back in the day. Not anymore, people. Not anymore. But big up to everybody in the chat. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Tom, it's going to be very interesting for me, like in terms of like where we at this moment in time in terms of the transfer, because some people say, "Oh, we got 2 months left." You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, the season starts on August the 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
which is less than a month ago now. It's like what, almost a month from now, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Nuruddin, can you please tell me how many world-class players do we have? Players who were world-class in their prime. Varane was world-class in his prime.
Yeah.
Casemiro was world-class in his prime. Bruno,
I get hit and miss, really.
Yeah.
Sancho at Dortmund was, let's be honest.
Yeah, Sancho showed. But then, to be fair, Bruno did show as well.
When that first season when he came, first. But apart from that, I can't really think of many.
Tarami. Are we getting Tamari? Listen, I don't believe in Portuguese reports. Portuguese reports absolutely get the fan base in an absolute spin every summer. And we hardly ever sign any Portuguese players. We're still waiting for Gaikan to sign. We're still waiting for Gaikan from Benfica to sign. We're still waiting for him. Unana is coming. Romero to Inzaghi is the only player who will US. Unana ain't coming. And Inzaghi is all players will be in tour with us. Okay. Yeah, could be that. I just don't buy Ramos from Benfica, please. Get Tomari. We need Ramos. Big up to you. So Tomari's not that good player. Diakos is much better than Onana. Onana's trouble player. He just got to watch why he didn't make it to the World Cup. Yeah, not necessarily. He listen. My preference. I think Costa is a better player all around. But at the end of the day, some people prefer Onana as well. Gaitan is a real baller. Sadly, he went to Atletico Madrid back in the day.
Yeah. Soon of a good player.
Yeah, exactly. People, listen. It's been an absolute pleasure, people. This was only going to be a quick, short one. But yeah, we've covered it. Did we see what we saw in the first half? We talked about that. Yeah, some of the players looked decent. I said Garnacho. What was it? Who looked good? It was Manu, Ahmad for me. Maybury looked
Hannibal,
good.
yeah.
Hannibal, I don't know, looked good. Fernandez left wing looked good. You know what I mean? And people look good. And the second team, obviously, the young team, the youth team, they played together, so they were much better in the second half because they're very much playing together. But it's good to see Varane and Licha at the back as well. Sancho, I thought, did well. We talked about Jassim looking at other clubs. Yes, they're going to be looking at other clubs if they can't get Manchester United. And then we also asked, can Ahmad take his chance in the preseason? Yes. We hope and pray he does. We hope and pray that he does. He does that. And today he looked composed, man. He looked composed. He didn't look. He looked confident. That's what I saw. So big up to him and big up to all of you people. And let us know in the comments, people. Did you like what you saw in that first half? Do you believe that what Simon Stone said yesterday about the Qataris? Sheikh Jassim looking for other clubs if he doesn't get Manchester United. Yes, 100%. I think United should get Marcus Edwards from Sporting. He's a true baller. Yeah, big up Kramen Cockle. Big up Kramen Cockle. If I butchered your name, apologies. I'm dyslexic, so it is what it is. He says, what do you think about Benfica? We already signed Di Maria. Cuckoo is just amazing. We won today 2-0 against Southampton. Yeah, listen, Benfica. I just love the colours similar to United. I love your stadium of light. I love your eagle. I love everything about Sporting. About Benfica. I just like the history on Benfica. You know, what a legendary football club. What a legendary football club. Eusebio. So this is the history, historic, big club, big club. One of the biggest supported clubs in Portugal. Just like Manchester United are in England. So it is what it is. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, Onana deal will collapse because the club is a joke FC. Lilas, trust me, maybe. Carmichael, there is nothing new about Onana's story. Everyone knows his story. Yeah. Big up to everybody. I don't believe saying Qatar looking for other English clubs. Media is always spin along. Yeah, maybe, bro. Maybe. Big up to you. Love and light, people. Listen, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. It's just a quick stream. We had to do it, people. We had to do it today to get you all the news from Man UFC. Man UFC, to get you all the news from Man UFC. And then last and least, before we go, people, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Tom Journalist 1. Make sure you follow him. And make sure you follow me here on Twitter. That guy, Red Devil, Mr. Structure. We're having it. Therapy Army, we're having it. But big up to every one of you. And it was a beautiful to see the tribute from both teams to Gordon McQueen. Absolute legend from Manchester United. Legendary player for Manchester United. What a warrior. What a tough player. A lot of the older Reds used to educate me on players like Gordon McQueen. So, and Sammy McElroy and all of these type of men. So make sure you check that. You smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. RIP to Gordon McQueen. I thought it was brilliant for both sets of fans and players showing their respect to a Manchester United and Leeds legend. Peace, love, light, win, lose, draw, Glazers out, bankers out. I've been your host. Catch you in the next one. Mr. Structure. There you go. You can follow us on Twitter. Piss off the Bristol University bankers. There you go. Bristol University bankers out. Qatar in. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, Lila. So big up. Take care, people. Love and light. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Catch you in the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think about all of the subjects. Are Jassim looking for other clubs? Can Onana, with that collapse, Onana called up for Inter Milan preseason? What do you think about that deal? Højlund, this is still worrying me. The guy's not there, like Tom said. We need a young striker. We need him to get used to the setup. That's quite worrying. Can Ahmad it's a make or break for Ahmad. Can he force his way into the first team squad this season? Peace, love, light. Glazers out, bankers out. Take care, people.